good. I'm good.
As we survive the panic around
Panic
here.
City. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
Let me get a shot of the new album. It's been a while since you were in here.
Product shot.
Product shot. Here we go. We got the product. There we go. Ipso facto. Tell us about the making of this.
Started pre-production last summer, writing and doing demos and stuff. Went in to start mastering at Manta on, I guess, November. And then worked on the record from November through to about March. And put it out quietly and have started working it quietly. And now here I am, trying to make a big noise.
Trying to make a big noise. Quietly, you say. Now, how is that different? We were just talking. How is that different from the way you used to before?
Well, I see the music business has really changed in a lot of ways. And for the kind of record it is, it's not a real easy record. It's not like, 10 pop songs that all sound exactly the same. And it's a very sort of musician-y kind of record, and so in that sense, it's eclectic. There's a lot of different styles of guitar playing and stuff. So one song will go out and get played on a certain type of radio, then the next song comes out and gets played on a different type of radio, and I've worked really hard doing promotion in Europe and Japan and getting it launched in other territories. We still haven't got an American deal, so that's all something that takes up time and energy. Shot 2 videos, edited one, and just finally have got it ready to go. Second one that'll take another 2 or 3 weeks in post before it's ready. So it's a long process, and the record company says, be patient, be humble. 6 months down the road, maybe we'll have a record that people will be talking about.
Now, will the videos also be like the album? One video on this track, one video on something that's totally different?
Yeah, that's the idea. We shot 2 at the first time we went in to shoot. We did one for a song called Bang On, which is the new one. And it's kind of flashy and bright and energetic, and it's more of a pop kind of song, pop rock kind of song. The second video is a song called Out of the Blue, which hopefully later I'll do an acoustic version for you. And it's a much more sort of subtle, jazzy, bluesy kind of tune. And it's not your sort of typical 3-minute, let's hope this gets to #1 kind of song. But it's funny. It's like it's had some good reactions in some quarters. And in Japan, actually, the record company there has picked that as their lead single, a 6-minute jazz blues tune. So it's kind of interesting. My career is evolving,
Well, when you left Triumph and you came out with your first solo record, did you find that people were accepting of what you wanted to do in your mind's eye? You had this vision of what you wanted to do, I guess. Were they accepting pretty much so because of the leeway that Triumph would give you, and they knew you as a guitar player and a bit of a virtuoso? Or were people just saying, okay, give me the hit single?
I think it's a little bit of both, and I think that every artist, no matter what their circumstances, that's one of the games that they have to play, one of the battles they fight. Do you do it for yourself, or are you doing it because you're hoping for commercial success, and how much will you compromise yourself for that? Coming out of a band that had been a very sort of high-profile, high-image kind of band, I think there were certain expectations that people had, and I think that there were certain prejudices that people had. I think in a lot of areas you get people that go, well, pass on that guy, he was in that band.
Yeah. And
you go, well, yeah, but I wasn't defined entirely by that band. There's things I want to do, and that's why I left. So it hasn't been all real easy because there were open doors. There were a lot of doors that were closed too. But I've been realistic about it. I think it's a process that takes a lot of time. I'll have to, I think, maybe do another album after this one before people will finally sort of forget about the role that I played in Triumph, and they'll sort of be more accepting of a solo artist doing whatever solo artists do.
Yeah. Now, the first video that we're going to see, which is the new one.
Bang On.
Bang On. Where'd you shoot it?
We shot that here in Toronto, actually on a soundstage up around... where was it? Davenport, DuPont area, just St. George, somewhere around there. And it was a lot of fun, actually. I think on this video, some of the best performances are from some of the characters. There's a hand signing guy named Michael Vorontsov. I hope I've got that right. Vorontsov. He's fantastic. It was to be on the soundstage and watch his performance. I was like getting goosebumps. It was an intense experience to watch him do his thing. So I really dug it.
All right, let's take a look at it. Bang On. Rik Emmett on Much Music from Ipso Facto.